it for a second movie. Jackson, which one's on the list next? I don't know how you order these things.
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm normally the one that does the transitioning thingies. Dylan, of course, this is your pick, and we need you to explain it to us.
Whoa, Jurassic World Dominion. Well, you see, this movie starts out with dinosaurs just being in the world. They're kind of everywhere now. So yeah, we got Owen, and we got Claire, we got the little Maisie, whatever. And she's high intellectual property or whatever, and everybody's looking for her. And they're also looking for Blue and all that. So they find them in the woods, these poachers, and they kidnap her, take her to some other country. And then we got our big bad corporation of this movie known as Biosin, and they're doing good. At least that's what they're showing the world. But they've developed these locusts that eat everything that's not Biosin seed. And then we got our old cast from the first Jurassic Park series. And the women's trying to expose Biosin, showing that they're the ones that are going to cause the global food chain collapse. They all end up on the island somehow, and then the old crew starts just exploring the labs and stuff. They get a genetic sample from the locust that they needed, and then Owen and Claire and them they're crashing on the island trying to save Macy, and then everything goes wrong. Absolutely everything goes wrong. Main bad guy tries to torch all the locusts to get rid of all the evidence. They end up breaking out of their containment, flying across the island, ultimately setting fire to the entire place, causing an evacuation. You got everybody gathered in the same place, and you get them all into the central area to escape on the helicopter. There's a big fight, as there is in most of these Jurassic Park movies now. They all get on the helicopter, and they leave, and everybody lives happily ever after. They get Blue's baby raptor back to her, and Maisie, Claire, and Owen are one big happy family. What's your question, Tanner?
It's more of a comment than a question. Now let's begin, everyone.
I actually wanted to ask Dylan something right off the bat. I want to see how much our discussion of this affects your ranking. So you don't have to, but I'm curious what your ranking for this movie is right now before we do any discussion, and then what it changes to after discussion.
I'm not gonna change it because I actually do believe this is a good movie.
Your heart's stuck. Okay.
What is it though? Let's hear it now.
Why do I have to tell it now? Why can't we just discuss it?
Just so we can make sure later.
Yeah, we're just curious.
No, fuck you guys.
Okay.
I did give them the option to say no.
Okay. Sure, whatever.
What's your comments? What you guys got for me?
Yeah, Tanner, what's up?
So this movie is obviously dog shit. Now,
yes.
Okay.
Here are the two major problems with this movie. And they're both related to the fact that it is supposed to be a Jurassic Park movie, but isn't. The lesser of these two problems is one, just the vibe of the whole thing, the way it is done, the way the characters behave. This, and I figured this out at some point watching it. I was like, okay, for some reason this is an Indiana Jones movie, but with dinosaurs.
What?
Like,
I can see it.
Oh, okay.
I see it as well.
The music, the action set pieces, the quippy dialogue, a lot of the misadventures, it's very Indiana Jones for some reason. I don't know why. It does not feel like a Jurassic Park movie in any way that we have ever understood one to be. This is an adventure film that occasionally has dinosaurs for no reason. And like truly for no reason, because even the main threat in this movie
some
is
fucking bugs.
It's locusts. It's got nothing to do with dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are here just because they have to be, I guess. I truly believe that this was a movie script that Colin Trevorrow wrote to be an Indiana Jones movie, and they said, well, we can give you a Jurassic World movie. And he said, sure, I've got the script already. That's my minor problem, by the way. My minor major problem. My major problem is, obviously, a lot of people would accuse this film of being a soulless cash grab taking advantage of our nostalgia in order to get money.
And they would be correct.
Okay. They'd be correct, yes. The major problem is that none of the legacy characters behave in a way that is consistent with any of their characters. I've made this complaint before that Alan Grant, the way this character has been treated in all subsequent movies is just a travesty. The entire point of his character arc in the first movie is getting him to stop being a curmudgeon and to actually want to have a family. And then he's like the same character in every subsequent film. He's like, that arc is fucking made pointless by every movie after that. And then they have him and fucking Laura Dern kiss at the end of this one, but like, what the fuck? They're elderly, and that again, that's just stupid. Like, hey, we should have them kiss because the fans want to see that, But I don't need to rant about this too long, so I've singled out one character who I think is most emblematic of this problem with legacy characters not being consistent with how they're known by us to be, and that is Dodson, funnily enough. You may recall Dodson in the first Jurassic Park movie he appears to be some sort of corporate mercenary. He's like a guy that was hired by Biosin to get to steal the genetic samples from Jurassic Park so they can use them. He's the guy that talks to Dennis Nedry in the beginning. He very clearly is just meant to be some sort of mercenary that got hired by Biosin in order to steal these things. Why is he the CEO of the company now? What the fuck? This doesn't make any sense at all and is not consistent with this character whatsoever. Go ahead, Dylan. What's your counter argument?
It's not a counter argument. I didn't know that guy was that guy from the first movie.
No way!
And how would you know? He doesn't act the same. It doesn't make any sense. The ages.
It's also a different actor, by the way.
It's a different actor. Exactly. And like...
How do we know it's the same guy?
Same name.
Yeah.
Same first and last name.
So
they wouldn't just do that.
Okay. Yeah, they just randomly picked that name, Dylan.
Yeah, it's a name people recognize from the first film, so they just brought it back because nostalgia. Fucking, if you're going to make him act in a completely different way, in a completely different role, and the ages literally not even make sense, like he should be, it's 30 years later, he should be like an 80 fucking year old man or some shit.
I mean...
Or 70 at least. He's in his 40s in the first one, for sure.
I don't know about that one.
Why the fuck is he the same character? Why even... Huh? This shit doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's a reference, Tanner. It's a reference.
It's a
so
reference.
People can point and be like, oh, he was
Dodson.
in the first movie.
He was in the first, and he gets spit on by the Dilophosaurus just like Dennis Nedry did, who hired that guy, and...
That part makes so much more sense now.
Yeah, no, it fucking sucks. It's stupid, it's dumb, it's bad, it's dumb.
Okay.
Fucking, the CGI in this, the dinosaurs look pretty good, for the most part. What is up with that in the really early part where the little girl goes to the construction site and she sees long-necked dinosaurs? Did you guys see how bad that snow was on the dinosaur?
No.
Huh? Why even have that in there? We didn't need that and it looked terrible. Take it out. Fucking the raptor swimming is fucking stupid.
That's not a raptor.
Raptors. No. That looked dumb as fuck. That doesn't make any sense at all. Raptors wouldn't be able to fucking fly underwater. What?
Fly underwater.
How would it even know to do that?
Yeah, under that freezing cold water.
Exactly. Why would it have the instincts to... Anyway. Why does the black lady talk like that? She's like an ex-Air Force pilot. Why does she talk like a fucking Zoomer? What is happening?
Speaking of talking like Zoomers, even the fucking old characters talking like Zoomers.
Yeah, it's all... Oh my god. Oh
fucking lady being like, oh yeah, he slid into my DMs.
Listen, man, I just associate that with typical boomer behavior trying to fit in with current culture or whatever.
No, dumb.
It's not
bad,
a raptor,
stupid,
it's a pyroraptor. There's a difference.
Crazy.
There's a raptor in the name.
It has raptor in the name.
It doesn't matter. It's not a raptor. It's a pyroraptor.
Sure. Yeah, so I find it really hard to really say much about this film. I don't know how I can really keep rehashing the same thing of saying this dinosaur movie is bad and I don't like it, you know? Like, this is by far the one that all the actors just, like, really obviously didn't care about. Like, Chris Pratt is just, like, he's totally out of it. He doesn't fucking care about this movie whatsoever.
The hand thing is fucking stupid. Why do they keep doing it?
Because it's worked. And people love it. They memed it when the first movie came out.
The fucking dinosaur in this movie isn't anything like the Joker. They fucking lied to me.
Yeah, what are they talking? I was about to ask you about that. What are they talking? That's because I've seen this one, and you kept saying that quote. I'm like, what are you talking about?
In his statement, he was like, I really wanted to make this dinosaur like the Joker. He just wants to watch the world burn.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Eating berries.
Doesn't make any sense.
I've linked that article before.
Yeah. Oh. That blind thyracozoid or whatever the fuck, that was stupid. What the fuck?
Yeah. What do you mean?
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Why?
How were any of these dinosaurs still alive with the Gigantosaurus just wandering around that forest?
I don't know. How'd they exist before they went extinct?
Well, they weren't all trapped in a big fucking bowl. And there were more of them.
I don't know, man.
Like, they say there's only like 200 in here.
Yeah.
Why is the emergency thing to trap all of them together in the dome?
No.
They don't treat these dinosaurs like they're living creatures that will act like animals. None of this shit makes any sense.
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Dylan didn't watch the movie. So,
I did watch the movie.
This movie fucking sucks. Like, what else is it? It's
this
terrible.
Film is terrible, okay? It's so fucking long as well. Oh my god. Like,
yeah.
Surely they must have thought that, like, okay, well, we've got a real banger on our hands here, okay? We gotta make sure to, like, get as much time in here as possible. People need to witness the final act of the Jurassic Park series, okay? This is gonna be a crazy movie. So we gotta make it as long and fucking boring as possible. And that's exactly what they accomplished, okay? They made a really long and boring movie. Why did they bring back the old characters, especially the dude? He doesn't do anything in this movie. He's just like some fucking... He's just there. They gave him nothing to do whatsoever. I don't know why they brought him back. There are too many characters in this film. It's so fucking long. I hate this movie. Dylan, I'm happy there's a final Jurassic Park movie. We never have to watch these things again.
Guys, how about that ending, though, where they're all, like, standing around, and then suddenly there's just a bunch of fucking massive predators that are just surrounding them that they couldn't hear, I guess, coming, or, like, anything.
What is your question?
Hands, Dylan!
It was just a statement.
Oh.
Dylan, the fucking hands, dude! Everyone can do the hand thing now, and it works on all dinosaurs, and not just Blue. What's up with that?
They thought it was a huge trend when the first movie came out, so they decided to use it in other movies.
It doesn't make sense in the other movies.
I don't know what to tell you. You're asking me as if I'm supposed to have the answers to all your questions. I just watched the movie, man.
You should have some logical arguments to defend it, at least.
If I knew how dinosaur biology worked, then I'd definitely explain it to you, but I don't, so I can't.
But we're saying that the dinosaur biology that the movie makers had control over of what it works like doesn't make any sense and is stupid.
I mean, if it works on a raptor is one of the most dangerous dinosaurs in the world.
Dylan, do you know why it worked on the raptor?
No, they don't explain it.
Yes, they do. It's because it was trained.
Yeah.
It's a trained raptor.
I don't know, man. Whatever.
How'd you forget that?
Listen, guys, I just watch movies. I think you forget this.
I just watch movies, man.
I look at
But
the
only
movie, I
kind
see
of
dinosaurs, and I clap. I see Chris Pratt, and I laugh. It's a
Guys,
good movie. It had technology.
I'd like to point you in the direction of our topics. There's a very interesting topic in there in which I think you guys should take very, very close interest to. But anyway, outside of that, let's move on.
How does that work?
How is that helpful here in this specific instance?
You guys expect me to rate movies on the same level you do. I just watch movies, man.
You've mentioned before that you want to, like, look at them more critically, though, and you want to improve yourself, and now you're, like, backtracking on them.
I didn't do that with this movie, alright?
Why not? Why did you choose not to with this one? Is it because it has dinosaurs and you like it?
No, because I like the movies.
I don't think we're getting anywhere with this.
I don't think we are either.
Guys, this is supposed to be a subjective tier list. I don't see where you're trying to
No,
bash
it's supposed to be an objective tier list.
It's definitely never going to be an objective tier list.
Not with that attitude.
You're darn right. Anyway, where were we in this discussion?
We're pretty all over the place.
Yeah, Dylan,
okay.
what do you like about this movie?
I
Why do you enjoy it?
don't know. I liked the nostalgia factor. I liked that they... What?
That's why they made it.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
people
it was...
like you.
I don't know. I thought it was a good idea to bring the characters from all the movies back together to, make one final movie to end off the series.
Okay, so your review of this movie, Dylan, is you like it because it's a Jurassic Park movie that has the characters you recognize.
I didn't think there was anything inherently wrong with the movie. I didn't have any issues with the movie.
So if there's no, you can't find any issues, but what are some positives?
I mean, I thought the CG. Do you want me to do it the way you guys do it? I thought the CGI was good.
Do it however you want to do.
I thought the acting was good. I thought the plot was. I thought it moved along pretty well. I will say that it's not like the other Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movies, but I think they established from Jurassic World 2 that they're not going to follow the same. I mean, shoot, not even Jurassic Park 2 or 3 were the same vibe. None of these had a similar plot structure, so I'm not expecting this to be like Jurassic Park 1. If anything, the movies kind of match up with each other, where Jurassic Park and Jurassic World are most similar. Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic World 2 are most similar. The only odd one out is this one, where Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World Dominion aren't necessarily relatively the same thing. But, I liked how the characters interact. I thought Ian Malcolm had a really weird role in this movie. He definitely acts the way he does in movies. He gave me a lot of, what was that Thor movie? Tanner, do you know what I'm talking about?
He was in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, he acted very much like that character, which I thought was a little strange, but,
That's just Jeff Goldblum. That's quirky Jeff Goldblum. That's his current state of being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. The only thing I will say is, this movie had a ton of references to a lot of the other movies, and they eventually just got to the point where they just kept, there were too many references to the old movie, where it's alright, I get it, there's a lot of the old Jurassic Parks in this movie, I get it. That's really the only issue I had with this movie. I don't even know if too many references is necessarily a bad thing, but,
Alright, so Dylan, with that said, what's your ranking of this film?
S-.
S-. Gosh.
Fuck this movie. I'm giving it an F. This movie has pissed me the fuck off. I didn't even write down an F earlier. I'm giving it an F.
Jesus Christ, you don't have to be so violent.
What'd you write down previously for it?
D?
B.
D.
B.
Oh, D. Okay.
B.
Jesus Christ.
Why'd you drop it down to an F, Tanner?
After that whole fucking rant.
What, your rant?
Passion.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and... It's tough for me to go F. I'm gonna give it a D- personally.
I thought you guys would hate this movie, but I didn't think you'd hate it this much.
It's a horrible movie, Dylan.
It's not that
I
bad.
definitely pigeonholed myself into this ranking as well, just because I've rated 3 of this 6 movie series D-, and I definitely think this is the worst out of all of them. But I don't know if I'd say it's an F tier movie, but I'm still going to give it an F tier movie. I'm giving it F+.
Okay, very cool.
Just because I think it's worse than the other ones. Yeah, this is a D+ movie.
Boys,
Fair
I have
enough.
a human calculator.
How the mighty have fallen.
I honestly think this. In order of the second trilogy, I think that this movie's better than the second one of this trilogy. But I still think the first one of this trilogy is better than both of them.
Okay, Dylan, if you had to, without looking at how you actually ranked them, if you had to put all 6 of these movies in order from, let's say, worst to best, how are you going?
Worst to best? Worst would be Jurassic Park 2. Next would be Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Then it would be Jurassic World Dominion, Jurassic World 1, and then Jurassic Park.
I'm very impressed you got that at the very least in the same order you had them.
Oh, is that exactly how I have them rated?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Jackson posted it in the general chat, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Oh wait, yes he did.
I was just checking.
Wait,
I was looking at as you were saying that, buddy.
Did you delete it, Jackson?
Why do you mean?
Somebody.
No one did anything, buddy.
No, I definitely
You're fucking imagining things. I don't
I'm
know
not
what
imagining.
you're talking.
There was a screenshot of how I rated movies, specifically the Jurassic Park ones, and I'm pretty sure Jackson did it.
He's going crazy right now.
What's our this one landed at D+?
Yes, D+.